Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily, and it is a Monday.
It is.
What's going on Mondays?
Not much. I surfed the little inner Googles and found not much of anything of interest other than the same stuff we kind of talked about last week, the 5 most wonderful cities to live in California and the golden gems and all that stuff, which we've talked about before.
Okay, so I'll go.
Okay, you go.
That bad, huh?
I got 3,000 mosquito bites, had dinner on a porch a couple nights ago.
Where? I mean, I don't even get bit by mosquitoes.
In Ripon. It was a wonderful dinner.
By the water or something?
We were by a golf course.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Well, there's a.
We should get one of those mosquito
back up to
catchers.
The 9th fairway, and it at the 8th you got to hit over water, so you got water there.
Yeah, well, they should get one of those mosquito catchers.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen how you connect it with a propane tank?
Yep.
I had one at our old house on Keepsake because my neighbor, I don't want to say he was an idiot, but he just let the water just pool around his shed.
Oh, geez.
And during the winter, and then next day we had tons of mosquitoes. So I bought one of those, put it there. I'm talking thousands and thousands. They'd all get into that little basket, and just so many of them.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm like, can you just connect into my pipe right there, and so we'll go out to the front and get out of there?
Yeah, exactly.
God.
What a good idea.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, come on, you could have just ran a pipe down the front. You only have a little bit of grass there.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Enough bitching about neighbors.
Yeah.
We only have one we don't really care for, and it's just because they don't keep their house nice looking. I couldn't bitch for a while there because my house looks like crap, but now it does.
Looks good.
All right, let's get moving. All right, so sorry. It's the stuff from blowing out my gutters. Stocks hit a new, everything's going up a little bit today.
Right.
They were in the beginning, they were open much higher, and the bond market right now is up, or I should say rates are about 5 basis points better. The 10-year sitting at 4.26, which that's a 2-month low.
Yeah.
It's been, and it's all because of the big, beautiful bill passed the Senate test vote over the weekend. Well, there's still a lot more. This whole thing, post House, go to the Senate. Now they change it. Now it's got to go back to the House, and then it's got to go back to the Senate. Can we just make it easy?
Make it work. Make it work. Get it over with. Make it work. Tweak it later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's, this is the worst bill forever. It's funny how everything's so bad, but then I was listening to reading some of the stuff,
right?
And it's like, wow,
that seems like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense too.
And then bonds are improving because the cooling inflation data out of Germany reinforcing the overall rally. All right. And
thank God Germany doesn't have any inflation.
Yeah, whatever. It's that beer. It keeps it all down. I think that is like we have the bonds. They have the beer. That's what they trade everything on.
The beer.
All right. So this week it's jobs week. Yes, right. It must be close to the first of the month.
Looks like it is.
All right. Tuesday is JOLTS, and then we're going to have Fed, Powell speak about nothing. And then Wednesday, mortgage applications, ADP employment. It's not like Bugs Bunny there. Third or what's his name? What's the pig that's chasing everybody?
Porky.
Yeah. Thursday, BLS jobs report, and also jobs claims. On Friday, we have Independence Day, so the market is closed.
Yes, it is.
And by the way, we won't be here on Friday because it's Independence Day.
It's Independence Day, and I'm going to be independent
and not be here.
All
right, so let's talk about housing and inventory.
Let's do it.
We went from 288,890 to 831,110. I'm glad they count every single one of those.
Okay.
The weekly gain was about 222,000 units. Not a huge increase in inventory, but year over year inventory is up almost 30%. Getting us closer to pre-pandemic 2019 levels, but growth is slowing, and I think
people are still too fearful to do anything, and those are the ones that are going to do something are going to win.
That, and also, rates did improve a little bit last week, but not a ton. I don't know about you, but I had so many calls this weekend. I'm like, we need to plan to go out of town every month.
That's the golden rule.
Well,
if things are slow, pretend like you're going on vacation.
Well, no, a bunch of people have had family thing. They finally can't wait any longer.
Yeah.
That's abusive relationship. They're finally getting out of that relationship. And I mean,
2.5% interest rate.
Yeah, that abusive relationship. Also, around the 4th of July, we normally see a slowdown for a couple of weeks, especially with the data that comes out. So we're not going to see much. So that's just kind of how that works. Vacation. And this week's weird because it's on a Friday. So that means people are probably going to take into next week off to get even extra time so that they don't have to pay for, all those extra
all
things.
those things.
All right. Let's see what else I want to talk about. The biggest thing they're saying is high income buyers, tech, medicine, law are insulated from job softness. We kind of know that those are the jobs you always want. And AI is not going to really affect the medicine and law profession to a certain point. To a certain point, I don't want to rely on a computer to tell me whether or not I can do something. I want somebody else to check it out for me.
Yeah. Hey, is this true? Can I do this?
That's right. FHA is cutting 12 mortgage policies. These are rules around appraisals, flood zones, and underwriting staffing. Like you have to have so many underwriters on your staffing. Before they didn't like part-time underwriters. Now you can. The goal, cut red tape, streamline loan origination, reduce unnecessary inspections. That's a wonderful thing. That also could help affordability because if FHA loans stay competitive in high-cost lending environment, it's better loan, especially with people with a FICO score under 680. Delinquency. Diana Olick. Remember her from CNBC?
Yeah.
The one that always says when the
Where's
market.
she now?
She's still over there.
Oh.
But she's always saying how bad the real estate market is, no matter how good it is. It's always bad. Well, right now she's like, we need to look closer at the delinquencies. They're up. But if you really look at the 30 to 59 day delinquencies on mortgages, if you didn't catch what I'm talking about, not credit cards, because credit cards through the roof, it rose from 0.95 to 1.01.
Whoa,
that's really normal yearly changes, not much at all. You look at the 60 to 89 day delinquencies, which is the second best reading of the year. 90 plus day delinquency actually declined. So if you look at overall, we're the lowest levels in over 20 years on foreclosures. So I hate when they just, oh my God, it's through the roof.
She's Chicken Little.
All right, so we were talking about how this big, beautiful bill could be a problem because it could increase our debt for treasuries and everything else. And everybody's like, we're going to increase all this debt. And Scott Bessett talks about, hey, we're going to do short-term debt. Well, did you know that the growth of the stable coin, the stable coin is, right?
Yep.
It's tied to treasury bills,
right?
Usually, and that's what they backed it by. So 80% of short-term treasury bills, the stablecoin market currently holds nearly $200 billion in bonds. The growth of the stablecoin market is becoming a major buyer of US Treasuries, as we just saw there, projected to grow to I can't even talk today. 2 trillion. 2 trillion. Let me get some more coffee. 2 trillion in 3 years. That means 1.6 trillion in demand. This could help absorb the rising debt that we're going to have to issue to fix all these problems. And especially as more, on the short term proposed by the Secretary Bessett, like I said, this is just something that will help overall long-term rates also. Yeah. So, it's a positive thing.
Let's get this done.
That's right. Let's get this big, beautiful bill through so we can boost the equity markets. That's what we want because that's what the bond markets were part of.
All right, and they want and crave. The bond markets.
I just wanted to make sure what we were talking about.
Yeah, the bond markets. They want and crave that.
So long story short, we have a lot of good stuff happening. 4th of July.
4th of July. 4th of July. The sad thing about 4th of July?
No.
Because the 5th of July, time speeds up, and all of a sudden, it's Christmas.
Is that what it is?
Oh, man. Every single year, if I haven't been in the pool 17 times by 4th of July, I probably won't be in the pool at all. I'll be too busy and time flies and all of a sudden you're like, I got to buy Christmas presents again.
Well, the only thing I don't like about 4th of July is it usually starts a heat
wave.
And we're not there. It's teasing us this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be 90 on Saturday, 88 on Friday, 90 Sunday. Right now,
that's a pleasant parade.
That's a perfect pool day for me. And Mark's like, it's too cold. It's too cold. Am I blurry today?
Yeah, a little bit.
Here, I'll squeeze it.
There you go.
Reach in.
Oh, there you are.
That's pretty much all I have for today.
Yesterday was perfect in the pool after we put out 350 flags in the neighborhood.
Yesterday was the one day I didn't get in the pool.
Yeah, it was nice to just hang there, float.
Yeah, I made George swim a lot on Saturday to get him in shape.
Did he get rudder tail?
No, because I don't. He's got a life jacket.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he doesn't need his tail much to do anything. Yeah, he just uses the because before without it, he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna sink.
He probably sinks like a rock.
Oh, and actually, I saw a TikTok of somebody else's American bully that they rescued, and it was in the lake.
Yeah,
tail up, head down, and it comes out with a fish, and the dad eats it.
Nice.
Cooks it and everything.
Cooks it and eats it. Gives him a little bite, doesn't he?
Nope.
Not a bit.
No, that's
Fish
not good
bones.
for them.
Fish bones.
You could kill them. You could kill them. It's like chicken bones.
You don't want to kill them.
All right, that's all I have. Let's call it a day.
I had nothing, but I talked a lot.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, like I normally do. All right, kids. Making a great Monday. Go out there and sell anything.
Just get into contract. It's happening. People are looking. Yeah.
Let me speak real quick. 618 Brady is now back on the market.
Back on the market.
Well, it was listed with another agent for.
I didn't even know it was listed.
365 days.
You said it's a 1 or 2 bedroom.
It's a 1 with a bonus bedroom downstairs. So there is a bedroom downstairs. There's a full bath downstairs, master bedroom upstairs, and a loft. So you could have a third sleeping area if you needed it. Art studio currently, it is a beautiful one of a kind, asking $595. It was on the market before at $645. We are aggressively marketing this property. They have a property that they want to move into, but we need to sell this one first. So it's called First Lockbox. It's much easier to show than it was in the past. My microphone just fell down. That happens a lot sometimes when you get 65. It's been 10 minutes.
That you've been 65?
Yeah. So
is it today's your birthday?
No, April. It's been 10 minutes that the microphone was up.
Oh yeah, it's crooked.
But it works. Anyway, 618 Brady. Phone number's in the MLS. Show it, sell it. We're ready to go. Thank you.
All right, everybody, make it a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Something wrong with your headphones?